Quite some time since I've had an episode, but this diva has been busy. We'll get into that a little later because I actually have one of my cast members here with me today, and I've been on cast at Backstreets for about a month now. We're also we do Tuesdays, we do karaoke at Metro. We're doing, Thursdays we do a little newcomer show where you have a chance to win a $80 cash prize now. And we also do Friday night shows, and Saturday night we do at midnight and at 3 a.m. Whew, so Divas, I have been busy. But I'm so excited to finally have my next guest on. You've probably seen her be bopping around, looking fish as hell. But, but you know her, because you see her out in the club, come out, is she a girl or is she a man? But she a little bit of both. You know, she got the best of both worlds. But we're going to bring this little diva out because I just can't wait for you to meet her, Jameshia Stone. So glad to have you here, girl. Right, girl. Look at our fish and stuff. Yes, ma'am. I'm so glad to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
And I'm so glad to have you on cast at Backstreets with us. I'm so excited about that.
That was definitely a blessing, you know.
A blessing in disguise,
I was about to foreclose on my trailer. And
oh, goodness gracious, girl.
I didn't know what I was going to do, but I got a spot on cast and some girls couldn't show up, so.
Right. Hallelujah, girl. Hallelujah. Yes, ma'am. So, girl, tell me all about you. So, the people out there who don't know you, who want to get to know you, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, well, I'm Jameshia Stone, the Playmate of Memphis, as you might know. The voluptuous Playmate. Curves are in.
The girl looking cute as hell tonight, girl.
Thank you. I just got to relax, sir. But no, I'm 26 years old. I'm a makeup artist here at Sephora at the Wolf Chase.
All right.
And I'm cast with Ava LaRue.
Yes, ma'am.
And I pretty much just try to lay low key and, you know, stay to myself and stay out of the gay drama.
Right.
And just keep it moving. That's about it.
All right, girl.
For the past year, I've been working on a book. It's going to be about being transgender in Memphis.
All right, girl.
With my other transgender sisters.
All right, girl. Well, I'm excited to hear that. I can't wait to get a little copy of that. I know I'm going to get a first draft,
We'll
right?
put a little section on the LaRue website.
Yes, ma'am. We can do that. We can arrange that. We can get that book sold for you, girl. Okay. So, speaking of being transgender and stuff, when did all this start for you?
Ooh, I knew she was going to do it, too. Actually, you know, a lot of people don't understand, but when you are transgender, you have always been transgender. It's all about when you decide to transition.
Mm-hmm.
I've known since the time I can remember, from 2 and 3, and I mean from kindergarten up. You know, the way you feel in the inside and what you associate with and what you can relate to is different from what the little boys can relate to, and you rather play the little girl games and you look forward to wearing a pink ruffly socks to Easter Sunday. But your mama said you couldn't do it.
Right.
Because you was a little boy. But now I can. But it's a mindset. It's a feeling from within. It's so much more than what people think. I think that a lot of people who are transgender get caught up in it. In the thing of drag and, you know, impersonating and think that, okay, they get so much attention this way that they want to be this way every day. But it has to be something that you've always wanted to be to do it successfully. So.
Because I always wondered about that because, like, when I realized I was a drag queen and I was an entertainer and stuff, you know, I know there's a very fine line between becoming being a drag queen, a female impersonator, and thinking you're absolutely gorgeous and you're a woman and stuff to actually wanting to be a woman and going through the steps and, you know, the mind frame of that you were once a boy and now you will be a girl. And going through that, it's like a very thin line because, like, of course, all divas think I'm the finest girl in the whole world. I look more fit. I look more fit than a lot of people out there. So,
stop, girl,
so you know, so we all think we are women. You know, we all think we're gorgeous.
We do.
But you know, so it's the thin line of knowing that no, I need to take it farther. Just dressing up
Right.
in women's clothing is not enough for me.
It's something you have to do to feel comfortable in your skin. You know, to wake up and to not feel comfortable when you look in the mirror is not a good or easy feeling. So, I mean, you need to take the necessary steps, which you do need to be evaluated to make sure this is what you want to do. And if it is, then take the steps to get to where you need to be successful in life. And that's in anything. You know, you have a plan and you write it down and you take it step by step and you move forward. So
Exactly.
that's all it is.
Oh, that's so sweet. So, girls, you know, I'm all about the pageants and stuff, and, you know, I know you've been out and about. Have you ever been in any pageants, done any pageants and things
I
like that?
have been in pageants. Of course, you know, I'm not originally from Memphis. My home base is all over.
Right.
We moved a lot.
Where I'm going to take this bitch in.
Right. I give me some hairspray. But no, where I originally started doing shows was in Shannon, Mississippi, at a small bar called Rumors. It's a historic bar. It was the
There was actually a thing on HBO or
I was
Logo or
in that
something.
small
Was
town
you?
gay bar in
I seen it. I never realized it. I'm about to look again.
I have taken over the outtakes.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we can Google it when we get through.
We show. We okay. Come
But,
up with it on video.
I was skinty back then.
Right. You skinny now, bitch.
I can do. But no, I was a show director at Rumors, and also they had a bar that opened up in Tupelo, right outside of Shannon, called The Bottom Line. They had several pageants that ran down there from the Mississippi girls. And the first pageant that I was ever in, I won. It was a sweetheart pageant, which I think we have sweetheart pageants here in Memphis too. So it was a good experience, a learning experience. The competitive, you know, issue of the situation was something good to be in. You step your game up when you have competitors that you're competing with.
So I love doing pageants. I haven't done any for a while, but I had got the fever for a minute, but I broke that fever. But last year I did quite a few pageants trying to get into that game, and it really brings out the competitive side in you, and you really have to there's some fierce bitches out there.
You have to step it up.
Yes, ma'am.
And I think it's also good for your creative side too.
Because that's what I love about this for the talent. You know, you get to, show your creative side and interpret the music that you do, and send out a message from within your heart through the message, through the song and stuff. So I think that's a real big thing and stuff like that.
And you never know who you're gonna touch. That's the good thing about doing shows. You don't know what a person is going through at that time, and that song might touch them or might make them feel good. And this song, all sad, stuff. But it's true. And we all have fans, and we all have people that we touch and we make feel good about being gay or being transgender, or being different altogether. So
because it can be an emotional roller coaster. Yes, it can. So speaking of emotional roller coasters,
we don't have any Kleenexes, girl, so we can't do the Oprah water today.
Right.
So,
but speaking of emotional roller coasters, so what's up with you and your boo, baby? I know you got a little boo. How's the love life doing for you, girl?
I thought my PR said we were not going to talk about this.
You on the couch with Ava, baby. We do what we want.
Spotlight on us. Okay, I guess we can touch on it. Well, I have been dating for the past, let's say 8, maybe 8, 9 months now.
Alright.
Chris Yarbrough, I'm sure if y'all have met him at the bar. He's a sweetheart, and I do love him. I'm just a bit of a diva, and I have a short, I'm not going to say short temper, but my nerves are bad, basically. Okay? And it's very easy to get on my nerves. And I know he's out here watching.
Anyway. Yes, girl. So, working for Backstreets and stuff, since Backstreets up, there's been a whole lot of drama going around. Yes, we've been trying to stay out of being big girls, and you've done a pretty good job of staying out of it, with keeping you straight on that line, and that little narrow line. Because I know when they started personally attacking me, it was, it took all what I had, not to just.
It was rough.
It hurt some people, girl. It was upsetting.
I've come a long way from reading people for filth. Because back in the day, I probably would have. I just don't understand why people who worked at Backstreet until the doors were closed and did not quit prior to them being closed would have such negative things to say. Right. Because if you disliked it so much, you should have left before it was, made to where you could not go back.
Right.
That's how I personally feel about it. I also feel that, you know, everyone does not get along at all times, you know, every day or a week, a month, or whatever. But when time passes by, you can get past it and people can, you know, come together in one community because we are such a small community. Even though we're large, we're small. And we have to work together to fight for what we need. And for two places that do such different things but the same thing, because Backstreet is its own bar, Spectrum is its own bar. I feel like that the queens should come together instead of being separate and stop blaming one bar owner or this bar owner, may it be Stephanie or may it be Shane, because at the end of the day, everyone's being hurt. The work, the employees, the bartenders, the drag queens. And I really think that it's time that everyone works together to make this a stronger community instead of a divided community. Even with the white community and the black community, they're still gay, and it should be one. It should be one pride. It can be several different bars that should all promote each other instead of trying to tear each other down. So what I've realized is that I have friends at Spectrum, and I have family at Backstreet, because you are my Backstreet family.
Yes, ma'am.
And I don't want any harm to come to either the friends or the family. And I don't feel that people should try to jeopardize my job, because that's where I get paid, period. And when you mess with my money,
right,
we're gonna move on because we having a positive moment.
Yeah, because it was sounding a beautiful little speech.
Okay, we're having a positive moment in the community, okay? But everyone has to pay bills, everyone has families, and it's not worth it, and we should all just squash it and know that people are going to go where they want to go. And people get tired of the same old place, so they're going to go different places. And then everybody can make money, everybody can do a show, everybody can get along.
I have my little piece to say. I said my little piece on the internet when everybody went off, and I've pretty much been done with it since then, because, you know, you just got to let people feel how they're going to feel about you. They love you, they love you. If they hate you, they're going to love to hate you.
That's true.
So it's, you know, you just have to be...
At the end of the day, they're not paying your bills.
Right. You just have to do what you have to do to get, you know, to get in there and stuff. You know, I think I'm a great entertainer, a very well-rounded performer. And I think, you know, as I grow and learn, people are going to learn to love me and for my style and what I do and stuff. You know, like, sure, there is better people out there, but there's always somebody better than you. No matter how good you are, there's always somebody out there who's better than you. And it's just to get people to buy into your look and your style of entertainment. And once you do, you know, you make yourself famous and people start to love you for what you do. And if you don't make it, it's not for everybody. It really is not for everybody.
So, look out for my book. It is coming out. We're going to do an online version first. I'm working on the website. Special thanks to Riley Thomas for all the help that he has given me and the time he's taken out. Hey, Riley. I have to do shout-outs to all my family, my kids. Hi, Amber. Hi, Omar. My extended family, my sister, Shar. You always have to show your mom love, even though she's not in my gay family. She's my family, because my mom is my best friend. Love you, Mom. Hey, stepdaddy, love you too. My real sister, and everybody at Sephora. And we're not supposed to be doing shout-outs.
Right. You go ahead, girl. You can show some love, because if you show audience some love, then they got to watch the show and make me more click. The more click means more money.
I did this on Oprah too, so I don't feel
all right, girl.
So I know y'all didn't see the episode when I was on there for real.
Yeah, we're gonna dig that out in the graveyard wherever it's at.
Also, you can go to Google. You can Google Jameshia Stone, and it will pull up small town gay bars and all the other things you want to see, the clips and outtakes.
Alright, we're going to show some of those at the end of the little video too. Okay. As well, we can have a little peek into your little life, girl. Yes, ma'am. Well, thank you for coming in. I can't wait to have you again, girl. Alright.
And I was like, why are you so obsessed with me?